In the quiet village of Narborough, England, a groundbreaking forensic innovation forever changed the way crimes would be solved. This is the story of the first case cracked using DNA evidence, a double murder that revolutionized criminal investigations. On November 21st, 1983, 15-year-old Linda Mann was found brutally murdered on a footpath near her home. The crime shocked the small community and left investigators scrambling for answers. Evidence was scarce, but police collected semen samples from the crime scene. But at the time, forensic science was limited to blood type matching, and despite their efforts, the case went cold. 3 years later, in 1986, tragedy struck again. Another 15-year-old girl, Dawn Ashworth, was found dead under eerily similar circumstances. The method of the attack and location mirrored Linda Mann's case, leading police to believe the same killer was responsible. Suspicion quickly fell on a young man named Richard Buckland, who had a history of odd behavior and seemed to know details about Dawn's murder. Under pressure, Buckland confessed, but investigators were convinced he was the killer in both cases. Enter Dr. Alex Jeffreys, a geneticist at the University of Leicester, who had recently developed a revolutionary technique, DNA fingerprinting. For the first time, it was possible to identify individuals based on their unique genetic profiles.
This technique could definitively prove whether two DNA samples come from the same person.
Police sent samples from both murder scenes to Dr. Jeffreys' lab. The results were groundbreaking. The DNA profiles from both crime scenes matched, confirming that the same person had committed both murders. However, the person wasn't Richard Buckland. With Buckland cleared, the police launched their first ever DNA dragnet. They asked over 5,000 local men to provide blood or saliva samples in an effort to find the killer. The process was tedious, but it sent a clear message. DNA was now a powerful tool in the pursuit of justice, yet months passed without a match. The breakthrough came not in a lab, but in a local pub. Colin Pitchfork, a bakery worker, convinced a coworker to submit a sample on his behalf. When the coworker bragged about the deception, the police were tipped off. Under interrogation, Pitchfork confessed to both murders. His DNA was a perfect match to the samples from the crime scenes, making him the first person in history to be convicted using DNA evidence. In 1988, Colin Pitchfork was sentenced to life in prison. The case not only brought justice for Linda and Dawn, but also marked the beginning of a new era in criminal investigations. The story of the first case solved by DNA evidence is a testament to the power of science and the relentless pursuit of justice.